Thousands of RVs hit the highway every year, and too many end up in accidents because the drivers didn't understand weight limits and sway control. Trailer sway is preventable, but only if you know the rules. In this video, we are breaking down the 15 most important towing and weight lessons every RVer must learn so you can travel safely and confidently on every trip. Let's get rolling. Understanding your vehicle's towing capacity is crucial for safe hauling, yet many drivers make dangerous assumptions that put lives at risk. Before hitching any trailer, you must know three critical numbers: GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating, GCWR, gross combined weight rating, and your vehicle's actual tow capacity. GVWR represents the maximum weight your vehicle can safely handle, including passengers, fuel, cargo, and the tongue weight from your trailer. GCWR is the total combined weight of both your loaded vehicle and trailer together. Your tow capacity is what the manufacturer says you can pull under ideal conditions, but this assumes your vehicle isn't already loaded down with people and gear. The biggest mistake drivers make is simply looking at the advertised maximum tow rating and assuming they're safe. In reality, after loading passengers, camping equipment, and a fully packed trailer, you could easily exceed your safe limits by thousands of pounds without realizing it. This oversight leads to accidents, breakdowns, and potentially fatal situations. When you exceed these ratings, you're putting enormous stress on your engine, transmission, and braking system while dramatically increasing your risk of trailer sway and losing control. Understanding and respecting these numbers isn't just smart driving, it's absolutely essential for protecting yourself and everyone sharing the road with you. Your trailer has weight limits that are just as critical as your tow vehicles, and misunderstanding these numbers can lead to dangerous situations on the road. Every trailer has two key ratings you must understand: dry weight and GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating. Dry weight is simply what the trailer weighs fresh from the factory floor, completely empty of propane, water, food, gear, or any personal belongings. Many buyers make the costly mistake of shopping for trailers based solely on this number, but it's dangerously misleading for real-world use. GVWR is the maximum weight your trailer can safely carry when fully loaded with everything you need for camping. This is the number that actually matters because it reflects what you'll be towing once you hit the road. Here's where countless RVers get into serious trouble. That lightweight trailer with a 5,500-pound dry weight can easily balloon to over 7,000 pounds. If you only matched your tow vehicle's capacity to the dry weight, you're now dangerously overloaded. An overloaded trailer creates a cascade of problems including shifted weight distribution, stressed axles, premature brake wear, and almost inevitable trailer sway. Always calculate your towing setup using the trailer's GVWR, not its dry weight, ensuring you can safely handle every camping trip. Tongue weight is arguably the most critical factor in preventing dangerous trailer sway, yet it's often overlooked by inexperienced towers. This measurement represents the downward force your trailer exerts on your hitch, and getting it right can mean the difference between a smooth trip and a highway disaster. The fundamental rule is straightforward. Tongue weight should always fall between 10 to 15% of your trailer's total loaded weight. Straying from this range creates serious safety hazards that affect both stability and vehicle handling. Consider a fully loaded 6,000-pound trailer. Your tongue weight should range between 600 and 900 pounds. If it drops to just 400 pounds, your trailer essentially rides nose high, becoming dangerously unstable and prone to fishtailing in crosswinds or when passed by large trucks. Conversely, if tongue weight climbs to 1,200 pounds, your tow vehicle's rear axle becomes overloaded while weight lifts off the front tires, creating light steering and dramatically increased braking distances. The only reliable way to determine tongue weight is using a dedicated tongue weight scale or visiting a public scale to check individual axle weights. Never rely on guesswork when safety is at stake. Maintaining proper tongue weight within the safe zone ensures your entire rig tracks straight and steady, rather than weaving unpredictably across lanes and putting everyone at risk. A weight distribution hitch, WDH, is essential safety equipment for anyone towing substantial loads, particularly when your trailer weighs more than half your tow vehicle's weight. This system performs a crucial but straightforward function. It evenly distributes the trailer's tongue weight across all axles of both your vehicle and trailer. Without a WDH, tongue weight creates an unbalanced load that pushes down on your vehicle's rear end while lifting the front. This dangerous imbalance reduces steering control, significantly increases braking distances, and dramatically heightens the risk of trailer sway that can lead to jackknifing or losing control entirely. The WDH uses spring bars to transfer excess hitch weight forward to your vehicle's front axle and backward to the trailer's axles. This redistribution creates a level ride with dramatically improved stability and safer handling characteristics. Many modern systems also include integrated sway control mechanisms that function like shock absorbers, actively fighting side-to-side trailer movement caused by crosswinds or passing trucks. Most vehicle manufacturers actually require a WDH for trailers exceeding certain weights, typically around 5,000 pounds, for their published tow ratings to remain valid. Skipping this equipment doesn't just compromise safety, it can void your warranty or insurance coverage if an accident occurs. When towing substantial loads, a weight distribution hitch isn't an optional upgrade. It's absolutely essential for safe operation. Even when you've mastered proper tongue weight and installed a weight distribution hitch, external factors like crosswinds, uneven pavement, and passing trucks can still trigger dangerous trailer sway. Sway control devices provide that crucial extra layer of protection by actively resisting the side-to-side motion that can make your trailer feel like it's controlling your vehicle rather than following it. Two primary types dominate the market: friction sway bars and dual cam sway control systems. Friction sway bars operate like brake pads, using resistance to dampen side-to-side movement when your trailer begins to oscillate. These systems are affordable, relatively simple to install, and work well for lighter to mid-sized trailers. Dual cam systems take a more aggressive approach by actively locking the trailer in alignment with your tow vehicle, preventing sway from building in the first place. These advanced systems are particularly effective for larger, heavier rigs. Many modern weight distribution hitches now integrate sway control directly into their design, providing both weight distribution and sway prevention in a single system. However, it's crucial to understand that sway control devices are safety helpers, not miracle cures for improper setups. No sway bar can compensate for an overloaded trailer or incorrect tongue weight. When combined with proper towing fundamentals, though, these devices transform potentially terrifying drives into calm, controlled experiences. Proper cargo placement is just as critical as getting your weight ratings right, because even a perfectly balanced trailer on paper can become dangerously unstable with poor loading practices. The fundamental principle is straightforward: keep heavy items low, balanced, and positioned as close to the trailer's axles as possible. Loading mistakes create immediate safety hazards. Pack too much weight toward the rear, and your tongue weight drops dangerously low, causing the trailer to fishtail at highway speeds. Conversely, concentrating weight at the front overloads your hitch and rear axle, making your tow vehicle squat while reducing critical steering control. Think of your trailer like a seesaw, where balance determines stability. Left to right weight distribution matters equally. A heavy toolbox or cooler shoved to one side creates uneven axle loading that pulls your trailer sideways and stresses the suspension system. Water tanks present another commonly overlooked challenge, since a full fresh water tank can add several hundred pounds. When positioned behind the axles, this weight instantly shifts your balance point and promotes sway. The same principle applies to items like firewood, bicycles, or generators stored at the very rear. They're essentially sway fuel waiting to cause problems. Smart loading requires awareness, not extra effort. Position heavy gear near the floor and centered over the axles, keep lighter items elevated, and always verify tongue weight after loading to ensure your trailer tracks straight rather than wandering unpredictably. Your tires serve as the critical connection between your entire rig and the road, making them essential components in preventing dangerous trailer sway. Poor tire condition or incorrect inflation doesn't just hurt fuel economy, it directly compromises stability and creates serious safety risks that can lead to catastrophic failures. Underinflated tires flex excessively during operation, causing sloppy handling characteristics and dangerous heat buildup that frequently results in blowouts. Conversely, overinflated tires reduce road contact and traction, making your trailer more prone to bouncing and swaying on uneven surfaces. Both conditions create unpredictable handling that can quickly escalate into loss of control situations. Always inflate tires to the manufacturer's specified cold PSI, not just close enough. Check tire pressure before every trip when tires are completely cool, because driving heat raises pressure and provides misleadingly high readings. Remember that your tow vehicle and trailer likely require different pressure specifications, with many trailers demanding higher PSI levels than standard trucks or SUVs. Tire condition matters equally. Trailer tires frequently age out before wearing out since many rigs sit parked for extended periods. Watch for warning signs like sidewall cracks, dry rot, bulges, or uneven tread wear patterns that indicate potential failure under load. Proactively replacing deteriorated or mismatched tires costs far less than dealing with a roadside blowout that could trigger violent sway or complete loss of control. Tire load ratings are just as critical as proper inflation, yet they're often overlooked until it's too late. Every tire displays a maximum load capacity that indicates how much weight it can safely support at a specified PSI. Running tires with load ratings below your actual axle weights creates a dangerous situation where blowouts, overheating, and trailer sway become virtually inevitable. Trailer applications demand ST, special trailer tires, not standard passenger P or light truck LT tires. ST tires feature reinforced sidewalls specifically engineered to handle the constant loading and lateral forces inherent in towing applications. While using passenger car tires might save money up front, they lack the structural integrity for trailer duty and will flex dangerously under the sustained loads of highway towing. Always verify that your tire load ratings meet or exceed your trailer's GAWR, gross axle weight rating. This ensures adequate capacity even when fully loaded. Running mismatched tires, different brands, sizes, or load ranges, creates another serious hazard by producing uneven handling characteristics and concentrating stress on certain tires, dramatically increasing failure risk. Your tires should always be rated to carry more weight than your fully loaded rig actually demands. This isn't just about preventing roadside flats, it's about maintaining stability, predictability, and sway-free performance at highway speeds. Proper tire selection and load ratings form the foundation of safe towing that keeps your entire rig tracking straight and controlled. Axle weight ratings represent critical safety limits that directly impact your rig's stability and control. Every trailer and tow vehicle features specific GAWR limits that define the maximum weight each axle can safely support. Exceeding these ratings creates a cascade of problems including compressed suspension, overheated tires, reduced braking efficiency, and dangerous handling characteristics. The connection to trailer sway is immediate and serious. When your tow vehicle's rear axle becomes overloaded, it forces the front end to lift, dramatically reducing steering control precisely when you need it most to correct emerging sway. On the trailer side, axle overloading creates uneven weight distribution across tires and suspension components, causing the trailer to wander unpredictably, especially at highway speeds or when encountering crosswinds. The solution requires commitment to proper weight management. Weigh your complete rig. Truck stops, RV rallies, and many campgrounds offer public scales where you can check actual axle weights against the GAWR specifications found on stickers inside your driver's door and on your trailer's VIN plate. If you're exceeding limits, you must redistribute cargo or reduce your total load. Ignoring axle ratings invites more than just sway problems. You're risking catastrophic mechanical failures, including broken springs, bent axles, or dangerous tire blowouts. Staying within GAWR limits ensures your entire setup remains stable, predictable, and fundamentally safe for highway travel. Speed amplifies every aspect of trailer sway, yet it's frequently underestimated by inexperienced towers who don't realize how dramatically velocity affects stability. The physics are unforgiving. The faster you travel, the more every minor external force, whether from crosswinds, passing trucks, or road irregularities, becomes magnified into potentially dangerous oscillations. A gentle push from crosswinds or the aerodynamic suction of a passing semi-truck at 75 miles per hour can trigger violent sway that becomes nearly impossible to control or recover from. That same external force at 60 miles per hour remains far more manageable and correctable. This difference isn't subtle. It's often the margin between maintaining control and experiencing a catastrophic loss of stability. Most trailer tires carry speed ratings of only 65 miles per hour, yet many RVers routinely cruise well above these limits without understanding the cumulative risks. Excessive speed doesn't just increase sway potential, it also shortens reaction time, extends braking distances, and places dangerous stress on your hitch components, suspension system, and tires. These factors combine to create the perfect conditions for losing control. The safest strategy involves setting a firm cruising speed limit between 55 to 65 miles per hour and maintaining that discipline regardless of surrounding traffic patterns. Stay in the right lane, maintain steady throttle input, and never let aggressive drivers pressure you into unsafe speeds. If sway begins developing at higher speeds, gradually reduce velocity without sudden braking. Speed remains the one variable you control completely, and it frequently determines whether your trip remains calm or becomes terrifying. Crosswinds and air turbulence from passing trucks rank among the most dangerous and unpredictable triggers of trailer sway, capable of catching even seasoned RVers off guard. When a large truck overtakes your rig, it creates a complex sequence of aerodynamic forces. First, pushing a pressure wave against your trailer's side, forcing it away from the truck, then generating a powerful suction effect as it passes that pulls your trailer toward the vehicle. This rapid push-pull sequence can instantly trigger violent oscillations if you're not prepared. Crosswinds present a different but equally challenging threat by applying constant sideways pressure against your trailer's profile. Even a steady 20 to 30 miles per hour crosswind makes towing physically exhausting, while sudden gusts can overwhelm your control entirely. Lightweight trailers with tall, boxy profiles are particularly vulnerable to these forces, acting like sails that catch every gust. The critical response is avoiding overreaction. Maintain a firm but relaxed grip on the steering wheel, resist making sudden steering corrections, and trust your sway control devices to do their job. When sway develops, never slam on the brakes. Instead, ease off the accelerator and manually apply your trailer brakes if equipped to help straighten the rig. Prevention through planning proves invaluable. Always check wind forecasts before departure, and don't hesitate to delay travel when conditions are extreme. Understanding how wind forces interact with your specific trailer setup can prevent routine drives from becoming terrifying battles for control. When trailer sway begins, the most dangerous mistake you can make is slamming on the brakes. Yet it's exactly what most drivers instinctively do when their rig feels out of control. This panic response actually worsens the situation by shifting weight forward and causing the trailer to push harder against the tow vehicle, amplifying the oscillations instead of stopping them. In severe cases, hard braking can trigger a jackknife that sends your entire rig spinning out of control. The correct response requires calm, deliberate actions that work with physics rather than against it. First, ease off the accelerator while maintaining a straight steering wheel position. Resist the urge to fight sway with large steering corrections, as overcorrecting typically sends the trailer whipping violently in the opposite direction, making recovery nearly impossible. If your trailer has an electric brake controller, this becomes your most valuable tool for regaining control. Gently applying trailer brakes manually using the controller's lever helps pull the trailer back into alignment behind your tow vehicle by creating drag that straightens the combination. Once you've successfully controlled the sway, gradually reduce speed and assess what triggered the incident. Was it crosswinds, poor weight distribution, or excessive speed? Treat every sway episode as a critical warning that requires immediate attention before continuing. The difference between staying calm and panicking with the brake pedal often determines whether you regain control or lose your entire rig in a catastrophic accident. Your tow vehicle's suspension system directly impacts stability and sway control, yet many drivers overlook this critical component when preparing for towing duties. Factory shocks and springs are engineered primarily for everyday driving comfort, not the substantial stresses of pulling thousands of pounds down the highway. When you connect a heavy trailer, tongue weight naturally causes your vehicle's rear end to squat, and if your suspension components are worn or inadequate, this sag becomes dangerously pronounced. The consequences extend far beyond appearance. Excessive rear squat creates light steering feel, uneven brake performance, and significantly increases your vulnerability to trailer sway. Your vehicle essentially becomes unbalanced, with reduced front-end traction precisely when you need maximum control. Heavy-duty shocks, stiffer springs, or airbag systems can dramatically improve towing performance. Upgraded shocks reduce bounce and keep your vehicle properly planted on the road surface, while stiffer springs or adjustable airbags help maintain level geometry under load. While these modifications don't increase your vehicle's official tow rating, they vastly improve how well it manages weight within existing limits. Trailer suspension upgrades like equalizer systems or enhanced leaf springs also contribute to stability by reducing the bounce and oscillation that can trigger sway. Even minor improvements such as heavy-duty suspension bushings add meaningful stability. Consider suspension upgrades as essential reinforcement. They won't compensate for overloading or improper tongue weight, but they provide the foundation for handling road irregularities, crosswinds, and passing traffic with confident control. A trailer brake controller represents essential safety equipment for any trailer exceeding approximately 3,000 pounds. Yet many novice towers underestimate its critical importance. This compact device, typically mounted within easy reach inside your tow vehicle, provides independent control over your trailer's electric braking system. Without it, your tow vehicle bears the entire braking burden, while the trailer essentially pushes from behind, a dangerous scenario that frequently leads to sway, jackknifing, or complete loss of control during emergency stops. Two primary controller types dominate the market: time-delayed and proportional systems. Time-delayed controllers apply predetermined braking force whenever you press the brake pedal. While more affordable, they often produce jerky, inconsistent braking that can destabilize your rig. Proportional controllers offer superior performance by sensing your braking intensity and sending corresponding signals to the trailer brakes, resulting in smooth, balanced stops and dramatically improved stability. The controller's manual override lever provides its most valuable safety feature. When trailer sway develops, you can gently apply only the trailer's brakes, effectively pulling the trailer back into alignment behind your tow vehicle without destabilizing the entire combination. This represents the correct response to sway situations and remains impossible without a properly functioning brake controller. A brake controller isn't optional equipment or a convenience accessory. It's non-negotiable safety technology for anyone towing substantial loads. The investment in quality braking control pays dividends in stability, stopping performance, and peace of mind. Sometimes the most important towing lesson is recognizing when your setup is fundamentally flawed, regardless of how many accessories or adjustments you make. If your rig feels constantly unstable despite proper tongue weight, a weight distribution hitch, and verified load ratings, you're likely dealing with a vehicle-trailer mismatch that no amount of equipment can safely resolve. Pushing these limits doesn't just strain your mechanical components, it creates conditions where dangerous sway becomes virtually inevitable. The classic mistake involves buying a trailer first, then attempting to force your existing vehicle to handle it adequately. While manufacturer tow ratings might appear sufficient on paper, real-world conditions tell a different story. Once you add passengers, camping gear, full water tanks, and fuel, you may already be approaching or exceeding safe limits before leaving your driveway. While RV dealers rarely suggest it, upgrading your tow vehicle or downsizing your trailer often provides the only truly safe long-term solution. Proper towing should feel steady and confidence-inspiring, not like a constant battle for control. Recognizing when you're overmatched and making the difficult decision to adjust your setup could preserve your investment, protect your peace of mind, and potentially save lives on the highway. One wrong move and trailer sway can cost you your RV or worse. Share your scariest towing moment in the comments, because your story might help someone else avoid disaster. And don't miss our next video where we dive even deeper into RV safety. See you there.